are wrapping up our Spoonful of Italy series this week with an Aperitivo summer cocktail party situation. A little bit of everything. Chef Daniela is back. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me again.
Of course. So we've talked about your private chef services before, but for people who maybe just are tuning in, give us sort of a play-by-play. What can people expect when they hire you to do a private dining experience?
So my private chef services, basically you hire me to cook and serve in your home kitchen, whether it be like an intimate dinner party, a cocktail party, a casual cocktail party. We could do a menu that basically does a tour of Italy, for example, regional dishes highlighted in all areas of Italy, and wine pairings, cocktail pairings that go along with it.
Not only is the food going to taste delicious, it's going to look so beautiful.
Yes.
Look at this table.
It's all about presentation.
It is. Okay, so talk to me about, some of the decorations on the table before we get into all the food.
Okay, so this is just have a few girlfriends over for a summer aperitivo cocktail party, and we have a bunch of cicchetti, which are Italian bar snacks, basically, hors d'oeuvres, finger foods. Aperitivo means to open up the stomach, so it's always paired with a cocktail. The table setting basically gives a nice Italian, Tuscan, rustic vibe.
Yeah.
Fresh herbs. We have breadsticks, pasta. I always use food to decorate the table.
Biggest lemons I've ever seen in my life, but they
gigantic lemons.
Gigantic lemons, but they make beautiful, decoration.
Yes, and basically tomato, anything that's...
We gotta talk about the baguette though, look at that.
Oh yeah, so the baguette has tea candles in it.
So cute. So you just dig it out of
Just
the
dig
bread?
out, yeah, measure the holes around.
That.
And yeah, there you go.
So cute. All right, let's get into the food. I'm hungry.
Okay, so along with the table decor, we're using ingredients that are in season for summer. Fresh, vibrant, colorful presentation, and delicious at the same time.
Absolutely.
So we could start down here. Our plate setting, we have a piece of baguette. We have our Negroni Sbagliato, which is a modern Negroni spritz. It has Campari, which is the Italian bitter, Prosecco, blood orange garnish, and gigantic ice cubes.
You gotta have a gigantic ice cube.
Yes, for the aesthetic.
Of course.
So
and then, we gotta talk about this too.
Oh,
I'm
that's
obsessed
right.
with this.
Yes, your names tag, your place setting.
Just a piece of pasta.
It's a piece of lasagna.
I love it.
Yeah.
So fun. Okay, moving on.
Some bread, oil dipping with
Yum.
fresh herbs. Then we have warm marinated olives. It's a variety of Italian olives. There's orange zest in there, fresh herbs. And then we have...
Might be my favorite. I love this.
Yeah. So we have whipped ricotta and honey, crostini, and cherry tomatoes, which look like cherries.
I love
and
it.
fresh basil. And then we have some roasted fennel with a mustard and honey and fennel dressing. So this is like a big TikTok trend now.
TikTok trend, yes, we've seen this.
The checkered feta and watermelon with cucumber. It has olive oil, mint, fresh mint as a garnish. And then you want to use fresh lime, which enhances the flavors.
That's awesome.
And then we have marinated roasted pepper crostini with creamy basil pesto.
Yum.
And burrata, which burrata in Italian means butter. It's velvety mozzarella. The casing of the mozzarella holds the mozzarella curds in the middle. Once you open it up, kind of just spills over.
So good.
Yeah.
Burrata's the best.
And you could just dip it in the pesto. It's
so
delicious.
yummy.
And then we have, you kind of want to start actually with the prosciutto e melone because it cleanses the palate or gets the palate going.
Ready to have all
Yes.
sorts of stuff.
Yes. And it has prosciutto wrapped around melon, fresh mint as a garnish, and then you could always drizzle some fresh balsamic glaze
yum.
over the top.
Look at that. Delicious.
Delicious. Very
my
refreshing.
goodness. Yes, this is the perfect complement to like a cocktail party. If I showed up to a cocktail party and this was sitting there, I would be all over it.
Yeah, and there's so many things that you can actually eat.
I can actually eat them, and I'm so happy. So vegetarians, you're welcome to this as well. Well, that's good to know. You can make a menu for whatever. You know, if you have dietary concerns, we can make it happen.
That's what I love about cocktail parties that I do, because you can have a nice variation of different dishes that accommodate your guests, basically.
Love that. Awesome. And then you can't have all of this without a little something sweet, right?
Yes, we have
The VIP player in this, in my opinion.
some lemon sorbet.
Look at that.
So it's basically one of those gigantic lemons, and you hollow out the flesh on the inside. Freeze the lemon first, so it's nice and hard. Fill it with lemon sorbet.
Yeah.
And top it off with a fresh leaf of mint.
I
And
love that.
there's your
perfect little top off for the evening. Oh my goodness. Well, remind everybody one more time, if they are ready to book, which I'm sure you are after seeing all of this, how can they do that?
So you can find me on Facebook and Instagram, Italian Gal with a Wooden Spoon, and book your private chef experience. We can design the menu to your liking. Choose a theme. I would provide all the table decor to go along with your menu.
So much fun. Well, Daniela, thank you so much for being here over the last couple of weeks. We have had so much fun learning about this. And guys, all of her previous recipes are up on our website. So if you missed them, go to WIS.com and you can just search up Italian Gal with a Wooden Spoon. Thanks again, Daniela.
Ciao.
Ciao.